Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all brilliant. Hope you're fine and dandy and loving the Christmas time. Just loving life in general because there's no other way to be. My shelves are dry. I'm a little bit disappointed to see that some sort of bug has landed in the paint there, but that's all right. It just adds character to the whole thing. I've still got my cables, all my coaxes, all still in place. I've labelled the ones that need to be labelled outward in, etc., so I can remember where they go. I've done that before, obviously. Now, all I've got to do is paint the walls. I've only got white. This is magnolia, because when we built this very out of focus building, we decided to paint it properly. So we've done magnolia, white shelves, white skirting board, and magnolia walls. But I haven't got any magnolia emulsion, so it's going to be white. Absolutely everything's going to be white. But this is fine, really. I mean, what's wrong with white? Nothing. Just a little bit strange. But before I go and do any of that, I've got all this stuff to clean here. There's a shell for an RC car, and there's some other bits and bobs, microwave and stuff. It needs to be cleared so that I can paint that shelf, because I didn't get to paint the shelf yesterday. It's very, very, very windy outside at the moment. Very, very windy, I say. Yes, I do. Merry Christmas. Coming along well, you lot. Got most of that. I've still got to do the ceilings, but I need to get some more tape than that. I've got to do that back wall down. But it was coming along really, really well. I probably should have filled in a few of these more of these holes, but that's it. Now, I want to say, do you ever feel like there's a sense of impending doom on the world at the moment? Or maybe particularly, maybe I should locate it a bit more to this country. I don't know. Is it the world or the country? I think the world. The country more so, because don't worry, I've not gone depressed or gone mad or done anything happen. Nothing's happened to me, but it just seems 10 years ago everything was a lot more free, a lot more happy. I know 10 years ago there was still a lot of this crazy stuff happening, what I'm going to mention, but even let's go more than that then. Let's go 20, 30 years ago. When I was a kid, things were just happy. And you're going to say, well, that's because you're a kid. You had not a care in the world. Now you're an adult. You've got cares in the world. Maybe true, but I still disagree in some aspects. Now, it just seems to me that no one cares about a dicky bird anymore. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. But we're not a politics channel. I'm not going to talk about any politics apart from a few little things that I think are very important. Now, it just seems no one cares. No one cares about tradition, no one cares about values, and no one cares about morals. And that goes from the general Joe public, such as me. Well, I care about everything. But what I'm saying is the public, you've got people that are a little bit higher up. Excuse me. You've got people who are a little bit, it's dusty in here, a bit of dust. People who are a little bit higher up, and just people who are generally running the country. Don't give an uncle's monkey. You've got our lovely manor hotel, hotels, the lovely country traditional English manor houses, yeah? Historic houses being used to house illegal immigrants who don't give an uncle's monkey about this country, and they don't care about those houses, that's for sure. And then you've got loads of other things happening. Well, for example, on a different topic to that, you've got weather. What's happening with the weather? Some of you are going to say, well, it's climate change. You know, humans have messed everything up. I don't know. I think it's impending doom. I think something is going to happen quite soon. And, you know, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't listen to conspiracy theorists. I don't listen to conspiracies. I just live in my own little bubble. And all I'm saying is, from my own little bubble, me in my bubble, looking out at the world, looking out at everything, it seems to me things things are changing quick, and Mother Nature isn't happy with us as humans. I don't know what the deal is. I ain't got a clue, but something's going to happen. And then you've got, listen, I believe in aliens, right? I believe there's people out, well, not people, there's aliens out there, and they're watching us. Of course, we have space programs. We watch other planets. We watch the space. We send probes up. We send spaceships up. We do all kinds. So, of course, other planets with life on are going to be doing the same. It's just, well, of course they are. I dare say there are some planets out there with life on that don't do that. They've never thought about it. They're probably not very clever. Probably just little organisms. I don't know. But there 100% definitely is planets out there with life that is clever. And probably cleverer than we are. It's probably been about for millions or billions of years, longer than we've been about. Longer than this planet Earth has been about. There'll be planets out there that are older than planet Earth and have got life on there that are crazy. So there will be an alien invasion at some point, if there hasn't been already. But what I'm saying is, well, I believe there already has been alien invasions. All right, there's aliens amongst us. There's no doubt about that. And when I say aliens, I mean people from other planets. Now, when I say an alien invasion, I mean an invasion, like what you see on a film. They're going to come down and they're going to do whatever they're going to do, shoot rockets or whatever they're going to do. There's going to be something like that going to happen. You know, they're going to decide we want to take over this planet. They won't know it's planet Earth. Or maybe they listen on to what we say and they've learned English. I don't know. But there's going to be something. And recently, all those, they call them drones, don't they? The things that were floating around over in New Jersey. And also in Norfolk in this country as well. And I think Suffolk. I don't know what they are, and I don't really care what they are. They could be normal drones as we know them, people just flying them around for a bit of a hoax, bit of fun. They could be many, many things. Or they could be something to do with the government. They could be anything, and I don't care what they are. Whether they themselves are actually aliens, like a lot of people seem to be believing they're alien crafts come down. I don't know. I don't really believe if they are or if they're not. But something will happen soon, and there's like this thick atmosphere, you know, in the world, because people have gone mad. People are relying on this TikTok, social media. Everybody wants to be. I mean, there's even the unbelievable thing about it is people commit crimes. This is how badly people want to be accepted socially. Unbelievably, they commit crimes, robberies, carjackings, murders, even. Film themselves doing it, or maybe they do it and then brag about it afterwards in some sort of video and put it online. Madness. Absolute madness. This is how crazy people have gone for social media. Although I believe that the videos I make for YouTube aren't social media, they're simply television. Social media, the rubbish ones, I believe are TikTok, the quick videos. YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, all them ones. Quick, few second videos or photographs. They're the ones that I believe make people go mad because they just want that. They want fame. So the world's gone mad. There's a hell of a lot of crime, a hell of a lot of more murders. Everything's just going mad. I mean, even the prisons. The government are making the prisons let people out of the prison early because there's not enough prisons. Not enough space in the prison. What's going on, man? What is going on? And, you know, there's a sense of impending doom. This country in particular is too full. There's too many houses, too many people, too many cars. You can't go out without being stuck in a traffic jam. There's too many cars. People on the roads, in the cars, don't give an uncle's monkey. And they're driving around, think the world owes them. They think that they are the best because they've got a lot of finance to buy this big expensive new car, a fashion statement. They're driving around thinking they're in charge of the road and no one else really matters and no one else, they don't care about anyone else. All the sense of moral, all the sense of love and everything is going. You know, if you go outside, there's not a happy feeling outside anymore. You go to a town centre, there's no happy feelings. All of the shops doing everything, you know, all these decorations on the shops and, you know, the things, you know, to make the shop seem happy and all that. It's not real anymore, because even the shops themselves are out to nick your money. They want to do the best they can to make you pay as much as possible, and they give you as little back in return. The times when you'd go and buy a product and it was made, the manufacturer wanted to make the best product possible, and they wanted to make it last, and they wanted to make it serviceable by the end user, by the customer. Yeah, they sold spare parts, but they wanted the customer to be able to service that product, whatever it is, themselves. So they made it easy, they made it to last. These days, everything's sealed up. Everything is made to not last, because the companies and the shops and the manufacturers, they want you to buy something, then when it breaks, they don't want you to be able to fix it. They want you to go and buy a new one, or to pay them a lot of money to repair it. Everybody is out to get you. That is the problem with the world these days, and more particularly, I mean, I don't live in any other country, so I can't comment. I can only comment on what I see from other countries. But being in this country, England, that is the problem. If you go outside, there's not a happy feeling. There's no nothing. It's all a thick, dense atmosphere. There's an impending doom about to happen. Everything's going to implode on itself. People are going to implode on themselves. Too many cars. The roads aren't. It's just going to be a complete nightmare. People are going to get too much. There's going to be road rage everywhere. Too many cars. Too many people. Well, too many people is the problem. That's why there's too many cars. Because obviously cars can't drive themselves. Well, some can, but that's a different argument. Cars wouldn't be about if the people weren't about. So there's too many people in the country, which means too many cars. God knows how some of them can manage to get a driving licence. They probably haven't even got a driving licence. So, I don't know. You put in the comments, what do you think? You know? Is there an impending doom? Is the country about to go slippery downhill massively, and we're going to have a massive issue? I think we're already down there. We're already going down there, you know. And we're not going to be able to recover from it. There'd have to be some drastic measures for us to be able to recover from this. And by drastic measures, I mean, well, I'm not even going to be able to say on a video what the drastic measures would be, but there's going to have to be some. You know, I don't know. It's just a crazy time, and I really feel bad for children being born and growing up now, because in years to come when they're adults, it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be. There's gonna be a government that's full of corruption, and no one's gonna be caring about anything else. We're gonna be like one of those third world countries. You know, we're not gonna be Great Britain anymore. We're gonna be Britain. That's what it's going to be. A sense of impending doom, you lot. Impending doom. Even many things, like I say, I've already touched on the shop thing, but there used to be this thing where you could go to a sale. The shop had a sale. Okay, great. I'll save some money. But they put the bloody prices up, and then put them down. Oh, we're in a sale! Great! It's like 2p less than it was before, because they already put the prices up. Or there's other tricks they do as well. I'm not a salesman, so I don't know them all, and I don't know exactly how they work. But I know that they are some of the tricks. Mad. Why can't they just be an honest and genuine retailer and just literally say, like, yep, we're having a sale. Yep, we're just selling some things off quite cheap, a lot cheaper than they would be. We're still going to be making some money, let's be honest. We're still making money, but they're going to be cheap for you. Cheaper than they would be normally. So come and get the bargain while you can. Instead of, yeah, we're having a sale. Prices are still going to be the same, but don't tell anyone else that. Don't understand it. Absolute madness. Right, I've got to do that back wall, but I can't reach it because this is where, because I painted this. So I've got a pole somewhere. If I can find the pole, I'm going to do that quickly. If not, I'm going to wait for this to dry and then I'll finish off that back wall. All the sideboards are done. I should have filled them in a little bit better. I've got little bits of blue tack mark. But I'll probably, well, I've got enough paint. I'll probably do a second coat. I can't paint along there where I've done that plaster because the plaster's not dry yet. So it's probably a bit cold in there for it to dry quickly. So I'll have to wait. I might stick a heater in here. I've got a gas heater. I know the gas is going to bring out a little bit of condensation, but it'll be warming it up nevertheless. Got to do a little bit of filler in that bit of skirting board. Shelves, as we know, are done. The walls are done. I need to get some more tape for the ceiling. I haven't done the ceiling yet because where these boards are joined, there's tape across them. That one over there is particularly bad. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some tape, peel this down, put new tape over the seams, over the joins, and then paint that later on. That's not a big rush. Well, not the rush, but the main thing is what I want to do is do around where the radios sit and the shelves, because then I can bring everything back in. I don't need, well, I suppose the ceiling, well, I'll just have to put a sheet over it when I do the ceiling, so I don't get any paint on the radios. But I don't want the radios sitting out in the garage for too long, because they'll get dusty and they'll get damaged, plus they're in the way. So this is mainly done. Gonna wait for all these walls to dry, and yeah, we'll be, oh, I need to give the freezer a bit of a clean. I've been standing on top of it, bloody hell. Anyway, lovely. Yeah, look, they're all piled up. This is my bench. I've got nitro cars to mend and bits and bobs and things to do. So I've got all the radios on the bench because it's the best place for them. Anyway, so this is my 2-meter radio. A lovely FT736R, and great, but there's unfortunately a little bit of corrosion started to happen on the back of it, so hopefully the corrosion hasn't worked its way in under the boards, because this radio is mint and it works fantastically. So when I put it back in the room, I'm just going to clean that little bit of corrosion off and might take the cover off, but I don't want to take the cover off because it's got a warranty seal on there. Because the person that I bought this from 10 years ago, he had it refurbished by an actual real company. Don't know what company it was, but I know it was one local, and it was in the southeast of England. So there's a couple of companies what it could have been, but there's no stickers anywhere to say what company it was. I suppose the only way would be to scan that code. But anyway, yeah, so they're already getting a bit dusty, so I want to get these back in the room as soon as possible. Anyway, you lot, let me know your thoughts on what I said about the impending doom about to happen in the world, or particularly this country. It's going to kick off. Something is going to happen. We can't take it anymore because there's so many things wrong. And I'm not saying those are my thoughts. Those are what I feel. I feel it. I can feel it. The atmosphere is thick. You know, when you go outside, you get in the car, you go down the road, it's a thick atmosphere. It's almost as if everyone's just zombies. Everyone is a zombie in a way. Do you know what I mean? There's just nothing, there's no soul anywhere. There's no, like, people, they're not real. It's mad, it is. But maybe some of you can relate to that. Maybe it's just me. Either way, put in the comments what you think. Some of you are probably just happy. You're like, yeah, everything's fine. You know, who cares if the old manor houses are going to ruins? There's a lot of history there, but who cares about history? We need to move on from history. Who cares about traditions? We don't need tradition. Put Christmas out the window. We don't need that. Easter out the window. We don't need that. We don't need any traditions. Let's just be all generic. No flavour in the world, no flavour anywhere. Let's just all be generic and all be gay. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. I don't know. You tell me. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Love life. Treat people how you'd like to be treated, not how you would expect to be treated. And we should have a nice, happy life. I'll see you on the next one, when hopefully, well, I will definitely have had all of this ready to be painted. All of this painted. And we should be putting things back on shelves. My shelves aren't quite dry yet because, as I said, it is pretty, I think the temperature goes down to about 10 degrees in the night time. And I think now it's 15 degrees. What day is it now? It's December sometime. It's 15 degrees outside. It's 10 degrees at night time.
So it's a bit cold for paint to be drying, so it's going to dry slowly, especially since I did slap it on. I'm going to bring a heater in here for a little while, gas one, so it's not electric, so it won't cost me any money, luckily. Got a gas bottle sitting around anyway. Cheerio, all the best, take care.